Yo, what is going on, everybody? We're back. Ryan F. Entertainment here to do his reaction. My reaction to the Max Holloway versus Jose Aldo rematch. UFC 218. Let's go. Main event gets underway. Featherweight championship on the line. Men's featherweight championship, I should say, because there's now a women's one. So, I mean, let's see what goes on here. Max Holloway. I think Max is gonna take it. I'm really thinking it'll be like a decision. I don't know why I'm feeling decision, but I definitely think Max is gonna take it. So let's see what happens. No action early in the first 30 seconds. That's pretty normal. Max trying to throw a couple of jabs in there. Now Jose said in his last fight with Max, his legs, or one of his legs or both was injured. I don't know what the story was, but apparently it prohibited him from throwing a lot of leg kicks, which is something Jose Aldo does very well. So let's see if in the rematch he mixes the leg kicks in a bit better. Both men very hesitant. You see that a lot in fighters who have fought before. They know what the others can do, and they're not as interested in getting hit by them the second time, obviously. Oh, Jose Aldo. There's a couple wide shots. Good leg kick there, see? It's coming into play. Me and Joe was both thinking it. My last reaction was already over at this point. Well, I mean, the fight was already over at this point, so go check out the Francis Ngannou versus Alistar Overeem reaction. Should already be up. It wouldn't take that long to post, so. Oh, he just throws a slap. Max Holloway starting to mess with him a little bit, but Aldo does throw a nice leg kick. Aldo looking good so far, looking very quick. Holloway trying to tap him up a little bit more while Aldo is swinging for the fences on almost every throw. You gotta wonder what's next in this division for the winner of this fight. Perhaps if Aldo wins, we will do a third. But if Max wins, will he face Edgar next, or will it move on to somebody else with this injury? You never really know in the UFC. Somebody could get jumped just like that. So, Max probably wants that McGregor fight, in all honesty. I don't know if he'd get it, but we can always see. Oh, Aldo just missing on most of these, but he's also winding up a lot. He's not trying to tap up Holloway. Not a very different pace than what you'd expect from Aldo. He's throwing speedy, but a lot of his throws have been wind-ups and less jabbing. He has landed some, though, so can't complain too much. Nothing too cleanly that's going to make any big difference in the scorecards, though. And just as I was about to talk about the leg kick, Joe Rogan steals my thunder. It's fine. Ugh. Holloway goes for a head kick. Blocked by Aldo. These two are pretty much at a stalemate throughout most of this first round. 18 of 93 for Holloway. 15 of 45 for Aldo. Holloway, very active. Didn't even realize he was so active. Already 93 strikes thrown. Or strikes attempted. Holloway throwing up his hands now. A little bit of disrespect. You don't want to get too cocky. Oh, see? And Aldo lands one. But Holloway telling him to come on. Taunting him. Saying that hit didn't do shit.
He just said the man is tired.
Aldo. Yeah, it does already look a little bit tired. You gotta remember he did not. This is not a full camp. Technically, he was already in training for his fight, but
Look, he gets hit and then slides away. And points at him, laughs, claps.
Yeah, Aldo. He was technically in training, but he wasn't ready for a fight as fast as it came. Obviously, he was training for about 3-4 weeks down the line. I'm pretty sure. So we'll see if that does affect him. Breathing heavily a little bit. He also looks to be a bit more muscular than in recent fights, so maybe his cardio is a bit down. We'll see, though. I don't think Max is going to get gassed, so Aldo better conserve himself a little bit if he is starting to get a little tired. Round 2, underway. Let's see if the second round is any more exciting. See if these two engage a bit more.
One thing to take into consideration is Jose Aldo's weight cut. He's always had a hard time making 145 pounds. Yesterday, he needed 2 attempts to do that.
Aldo tries to throw one for the body. Don't believe it landed, though. Another leg kick there. And he just snaps them thing. It's just like that. So now I believe it's 3 leg kicks for Aldo. He's mixing it in. I would suggest he throw a bit more. Holloway still seems to be a bit of the aggressor. But Aldo goes for a body strike. Doesn't really land. Holloway pushing forward now. And Aldo backing up. Either guy throwing much now. Just kind of feeling each other out. Holloway still pushing forward, though. Aldo being very conservative, which I'm really not surprised. Like I said, if he is starting to get a little tired, I would suggest he save himself a little bit, because it is going to be hard for him to finish off Max Holloway. But he does throw a nice combination. He does land one to the body, does Jose. The jab is working very well for Holloway. It's pretty much the only thing really landing other than that leg kick for Aldo. It's the only other thing landing pretty much in this fight. Now Holloway is mixing in some body strikes, which is smart. If he does believe that the cardio of Aldo is compromised a little bit, then yeah, gotta throw them body strikes, tire him out quicker. 2:40 left to go in round number 2. Curious to see if Holloway would be more willing to drag Aldo into the deep waters or if he wants to finish him early. Halfway through the second round and another leg kick. That one looked to have hurt him a little bit. Holloway going for an up kick. Doesn't land. Went for it again. Aldo, now he's really going for it. Aldo fighting the smartest fight he possibly can now. He's a little bit more comfortable, it seems, in this second round. There's a body strike. Oh, and he just shakes off Holloway. Holloway trying to tie him up. Aldo just shook it off. It seems to be a place where he might have a good advantage, is in the strength. He looks very built. Holloway, obviously the lengthier fighter, but Aldo looks small and stocky right now, especially when you compare it to Max.
See, Holloway's style is so fluid, and his endurance is so good. He can do this for a day. Yeah. But such a sprinter, and he takes his time in between sprints.
Aldo, I think, got caught with another jab there. Now a minute and 20 left to go. Max kind of doing a little bit more of that dancing, that taunting, trying to get Aldo out of his element a little bit.
And I think it's got to be a little discouraging when you feel like you're in a pretty good rhythm striking and your opponent just doesn't seem affected by what you're throwing his way. Another right hand for Aldo.
It is, but I know that
Aldo with some good head movement. Tries to throw the leg kick. Max caught it that time, though.
Max caught it.
Mixing in them body strikes. Max, I think he hit one to the jaw. Wasn't anything too significant, though. Now they're tied up against the cage. Max pushing Aldo up against it. 40 seconds left to go. Oh, good spin kick to the body. Oh, and he lands a couple. Now they're swinging for the fences. Both guys. 20 seconds left. This is the kind of fight Max wants. Aldo cannot get dragged into a fight like this. That's where Max wants to be. You don't want to give a guy what he wants in a fight. He goes for a flying knee. 10 seconds left. Both guys just swinging. Very exciting finish to round number 2. This is one of those situations where you just chalk it up to a 1-1. Honestly, either way. If you had one guy win in the first round, you give the other round to the other guy. It's been that close. Or honestly, I would, if I'm judging it, it was so close that one guy gets one round, one guy gets the other round, you restart with 3 rounds left to go. At least personally. That's what I would do. Maybe if somebody saw something I didn't and they want to give both rounds to Max or both rounds to Aldo, sorry. Sit in the Catholic school style. In the spinny computer chair. Woo! Appreciate the Seahawks jersey. There you go, Wilson, my guy. Oh wait, now I'm stuck here. Wait. Okay, I'm back. Hey dude. Ugh. Alright. Round number 3. He threw in some nice jabs, did Holloway. But Aldo with the leg kicks, but Holloway doesn't really seem to be like limping on it. It's nowhere near as bad as it was for Eddie Alvarez earlier tonight, if you saw that fight. So yeah. Here we go. We'll see if the pace continues from the end of the second now. If it carries over, or if Aldo will slow it back down. Got to imagine Max would like to keep it back at that same pace that it was at the end of the second. Those are the kind of fights Max likes to be in. That's not Aldo's fight. That's not how Aldo should fight, and that's not how he usually does fight. So, but if he is getting to that point where he's feeling a little groggy, he's feeling a little tired, then maybe he's just ready to see if he can knock him out. Aldo does seem to be very confident in his power, as he was swinging some haymakers in the first round. And maybe this is just what he feels like he was built to do in this fight. Just try and dust Max Holloway. Francis Ngannou style.
That is one of his most significant weapons.
Going for the body shot. Max closing distance very fast, pushing the pace. A minute into the round. Aldo switching it up, tangling up, and he looks to have landed a nice elbow there on the break. Oh, a high knee. Don't know if it landed, though.
Breathing out of his mouth. Still looks good, though. Nice jab.
Jab lands for Aldo, but Holloway just taunting him. He's got his hands all the way down below his hips, and he lands a nice one. And here we go! They're swinging for it. Going for broke. Going for the home run hit. That's what I'm saying. Would Aldo be swinging the same way if he wasn't tired? Aldo looks to be a bit outstruck in that exchange, but he's still there. You gotta think Aldo is tired. I don't think he'd be fighting this kind of fight if he wasn't tired. He wants to kind of get him out of there, see if he can use his power to knock him out. I don't know if Aldo believes in his cardio enough for 3.5 more rounds at the 240 mark now. Max throwing some shots, but Aldo dipping and dodging. He doesn't look too poor, but, you know, if he feels it, he feels it. Which could be what it is. Breathing out of the mouth, obviously. A couple of strikes attempted, but nothing too significant lands. Body shot, though. Nice one there, and that's going to just make him breathe even harder. Max now just getting into the kind of fight he wants. And the problem for Aldo is he's got to decide whether he's confident enough in his power to knock out Max or if he's just going to slow it down. Oh! Aldo does land a nice one, though. Now we're just getting into a brawl. But Holloway putting it all on Aldo. He lands a nice elbow. Aldo clinching. Clearly, this is Max's kind of fight. Aldo's not used to fighting this kind of fight, and you can tell by the exchanges. Max just lands about 15. Aldo lands about 2. And Aldo is getting tagged up. And we could be coming near to the end of this fight. Aldo is getting tagged. Body strikes thrown in there. Max is doing fantastic work. You're not going to see much better striking from anybody than Max Holloway right now. Mixing in perfect combinations. Just laying it all in on Aldo right now. Now Aldo just covering up. Trying to survive. He's got a minute left. Aldo trying to take him down. Max ends up on top. He's trying to separate himself a little bit so he can throw some strikes. Aldo trying everything he can. Looks like he's going to have him in half guard here. Aldo's got to protect his head. He's got 40 more seconds. Aldo is bleeding badly, profusely. Aldo trying to cover up. Max is landing some nice ones from the ground, and it might be stopped here. Herb. Dean looking at it. 30 seconds. Good little twist there to try and keep this one alive. Aldo's face looks like it was through a meat grinder right now. The under eye. Aldo doing everything he can. Yeah, it's over. With 10 seconds left in the round, I believe in the same exact round, the third round, Max Holloway finishes off Jose Aldo a second time. This time he batters him.
Max blessed Holloway. The winning streak is a dozen. And look what he just did.
Aldo's face is wrecked. I'm pretty sure by the point where he started getting into a swinging contest with Max, he had already given up, at least on his cardio. I think Aldo believes in his power genuinely enough that he thought maybe if he landed just one, he could dust him.
Just makes it look like another day at the office. Too easy tonight for Max blessed Holloway. This fight replay brought to you by Budweiser. This Bud's for you.
Just so intelligent.
Good fight, both guys.
So strategic.
I believe Aldo really just did get a little tired. And I just think he realized it, whether how much he showed it or not. He was breathing out of the mouth, and Aldo did not protect his body well enough. Max was landing so many body shots, and he just had to be gassed. So I think when they started getting into them swing contests at the end of the second, Aldo was just at the point of screw it. 10 seconds left in the round, though. So you gotta wonder, maybe if Herb would have let that go, what would have happened? I mean, I don't think much different would have happened. I think Aldo would have still come into the beginning of the fourth realizing, listen, dude, I'm gassed, and he's just gonna start swinging again.
Aldo every chance to stay in the fight, but Max Holloway proved too much yet again, and he has been too much for everyone.
Who is next for blessed Max Holloway, who's on a 12-fight win streak? I'm sure he'll campaign for that Conor fight. Don't know if that'll happen, though. I think Aldo is pretty much done in title competition for right now. You can't lose 2 straight to a guy like Max. Not right now, at least. Maybe it will be Frankie Edgar.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb.
And with the final call, it's Bruce.
4 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 3.
51. 451. Got his son, wife, mom, all in the... Oh, he dabbed.
I'm here with the champ and his son, Max Holloway. That was a beautiful performance.
Great fight.
A spectacular performance where you just...
And I don't think Max could have fought it any better.
Broke it down and you came up to us at the end of the first round and you said the man's tired.
Yeah, you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. But, hey, all due respect.
So that is going to do it. Thanks everybody so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed my reaction. If you did not see my Francis Ngannou versus Alistair Overeem reaction, please make sure to go check that one out. And I will see you guys all next time. Have a great day, everybody. Make sure you wreck that like and subscribe button. Peace out.